Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse is the third Castlevania game produced for the original Nintendo. It was published by Konami in 1990. It was later released on a virtual console for the Wii, Nintendo 3DS, and the Wii U, and can now be found in the Castlevania Legacy Collection. Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse is a prequel to the original Castlevania. Much like the earlier Game Boy game Castlevania the Adventurer, the game is set a few centuries before the events of the original game. Remember, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps out this channel grow, and don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, how is Castlevania 3 today? Let's find out in this review of Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse for the Nintendo. The story takes us back 200 years to the late 1300s. This is where we meet Trevor Belmont. Trevor Belmont and the Belmont clan have been exiled from Transylvania. However, Trevor is begged to return by the very people who banished him to defend the land from Count Dracula and his evil army of dead. Grabbing his family's sacred whip, he heads out alone to confront the Count and put an end to his villainy. Originally meant to tell the tale of one of the Belmont's first encounter with Dracula, the story makes more sense as opposed to Simon returning yet again. The story is told at the beginning of the game through dialogue and a few cutscenes, which is nice considering that the original Castlevania had no cutscenes or storyline at all. This was kind of nice as it gives fans a chance to see what took place before Christopher and Simon battled Dracula. Gameplay is a welcome return to the absolutely fantastic action platformer of the original Castlevania. Levels are set out in a series of stages that eventually conclude with a boss fight as the original Castlevania. Along the way, Trevor can collect sub-weapons and hearts which control the number of times the sub-weapons can be used. Unfortunately, some flaws from the original game are resurrected in Castlevania 3, such as the loss of your previous sub-weapons if you collect a new sub-weapon, and getting hit sends you flying back like the original game. After the completion of a level, Castlevania 3 proves that it learned something from Simon's quest and allows the player to choose a path. The different paths in the game leads to different stages and allow a degree of freedom and progression throughout the game. You can never get lost as in Simon's quest, so the game manages to retain that sense of exploration that Castlevania 2 added to the franchise while retaining that straightforward of the original game. New to Dracula's Curse is the addition of spirit helpers. Only one may be chosen at a time, but they add a second playable character to your game. There are 3 in all, and must be found within certain stages. There is Grant, who has a better jump control, and the ability to climb walls and ceilings, but has a short range attack. Then there's Sypha, who uses magic spells, but also has a short range attack. Finally, we have the Son of Dracula, Alucard. He fires fireballs, and he brings to the table the ability to transform into a bat and can fly anywhere. One of these spirit helpers may be found and taken with you depending on which path you take. This makes the prospect of replaying levels and stages most welcome compared to the original Castlevania game. Controls are fluid and kinda flawed as they were in the original Castlevania. Trevor controls fairly well and whipping can be powerful. Unfortunately, jumping is a mixed bag. While Trevor's jumps are solid, you cannot control them, so that if you miscalculate a jump, you're more likely on your way off a ledge. This game provides a password system. Passwords are acquired from the game over screen upon using your last life, and is always nice in case you don't have time to beat the game in one sitting. Castlevania 3 is a much longer and tougher game than the original Castlevania, so beating it in one sitting might be a little tough for some gamers. You should be able to complete the game within 2 hours. As the NES got older, some games just looked better and better. This was released in 1990, so for a NES game, this looks incredible. From the vibrant text on the screen to the characters and enemy sprites. Trevor and the other characters' animation are really well done. The graphics definitely show how much improvement added color and different environments to the playthrough. Even the first stage has lightning in the background. Later areas have you walking through colorful swamps and whipping skeletons on a ghost ship. All the backgrounds, enemies, and characters can be made out easily. Backgrounds have become more detailed, and brick walls really seem to have that texture that they lacked in the previous installments. It really shows off what the NES was capable of. It's almost impossible to be disappointed with the sound in a Castlevania game. As with the previous games in the series, the music is incredible and really makes the game feel like the epic it was intended to feel like. The sound effects are impressive as well, from the sound of your whip makes when destroying a candle, grabbing some heart containers, the throw of an axe to hit that enemy buzzing around your head while you're trying to make that jump. The sound effects and the music definitely didn't disappoint in this game. Castlevania 3 is one of the top action games for the NES, offering more of a challenge and replay value than the previous two games. And if it seems like it's too challenging, a password feature allows you to save your progress, which might be necessary if you wish to defeat Dracula. It has an awesome gameplay as the original, but better. All the sub-weapons are back. The graphics are awesome for an NES game. The music is probably the best of the NES series of Castlevania games. You get to choose your path, and you get to choose from 3 different side characters to help you on your journey. Some of the bad things are the jumping mechanic is almost the same as the original. The hit detection is back, meaning you jump backwards once you get hit. The side characters are good, but Grant and Sypha, their main weapons are a short distance, so you have to rely on the sub-weapons. Overall, it is still a blast to play, and I would highly recommend this game as I had a lot of fun with this game. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse for the Nintendo gets a 5 out of 5. So what did you think about Castlevania 3 for the Nintendo? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this episode. And as a reminder, I will be doing live streams throughout the week, mostly games from the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch. And some nights I do a retro game night. Okay, I'm going to thank you for watching. And if you like these videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for your support. I will see you here on the next episode. Have a great day.